What if the biggest story about Earth right now isn't just that it's warming, but that the entire climate system is changing in ways that are more connected, more surprising, and more important than most of us realize? In the next few minutes, I want to break down 5 game-changing ideas in climate science that can actually help you understand what's happening, why it matters, and what people can do with that knowledge. First, climate is not weather. Weather is what happens today. Climate is the long-term pattern. That sounds simple, but it changes everything. A cold week does not cancel global warming. A heat wave does not prove it by itself. Scientists look at decades of data, not just one season. Why is this useful? Because it helps you spot real trends instead of getting distracted by short-term noise. For example, when cities plan for the future, they do not ask, will it rain next Tuesday? They ask, how often will extreme heat happen over the next 30 years? That's what climate science is built for. Second, small changes in temperature can create massive effects. Earth is full of feedback loops. One of the most important is ice and reflectivity. Bright ice bounces sunlight back into space. When it melts, darker ocean or land absorbs more heat, which causes even more warming. That's why climate change can accelerate. It is not always a smooth line. Sometimes systems push each other. This matters in practical terms because it helps explain why early action is powerful. If you wait until the effects are obvious everywhere, some changes become much harder to reverse. Third, the oceans are absorbing most of the excess heat. This is huge. The atmosphere gets the headlines, but the oceans store the majority of the extra warmth. That slows surface warming a little, but it also means the system is loading up energy like a battery. So why should you care? Because warmer oceans affect storms, sea level, coral reefs, and fisheries. For example, stronger ocean heat can fuel more intense hurricanes. And when marine ecosystems shift, that can affect the food chain and the people who rely on it. Fourth, climate change is about risk, not just averages. A 1-degree change in the average temperature may sound small, but averages hide extremes. A slight shift in the baseline can make record-breaking heat, drought, or rainfall much more likely. Think of it like loading a dice. You may still roll the same numbers, but the odds of the worst outcomes increase. This is incredibly useful for decision-making. Farmers use climate data to choose crops and planting times. Engineers use it to design storm drains and heat-resistant infrastructure. Even homeowners can use it when deciding whether to improve insulation, shade, or flood protection. Fifth, climate science is not just about problems. It is also about solutions. Reducing emissions, improving energy efficiency, protecting forests, and adapting infrastructure are all backed by evidence. Some solutions are technical, like solar and wind power. Others are behavioral, like using less energy or changing how cities are built. The mechanism here is straightforward. If we cut the gases trapping heat, we slow the warming. If we design systems better, we reduce damage from the changes already underway. So the big idea is this: climate science is not just a warning, it is a map. It helps us understand the system, predict risks, and make smarter choices, from personal decisions to city planning to global policy. And the more you understand these 5 ideas, the less climate change feels like an abstract debate, and the more it looks like what it really is: one of the defining challenges of our future, with real tools to respond. Climate Science Explained. 5 game-changing ideas about our planet's future is just one small part of climate sciences. If you are interested, our full free climate sciences course is linked in the description.